Good day, everyone. This question is on cost estimation, costing system. That is the method of allocating the cost of material usage from the stock. That is in a production organization whereby the material they use they use to stock material. That is, they buy material different times, and those material may come with different price. So let's say, for example, they bought a material last week. Let's say in a bakery production company, they bought a 100 bag of flour at 200 naira last week. They bought another 100 bag of flour at 300 naira this week. Now, how to make it 200 naira, make it 200 material bag of flowers in the store. Now, out of that 20, they issued 150 to production line. What is the cost they are going to allocate to that 150? That is what brings about the material costing system. We have three different methods. We have lifo, fifo, and weighted average. So this question is the second one I'll be solving on this particular costing system. So we saw the other one in which we have to create the table by ourselves, but this particular one we have to complete the table, copy and complete the table, then we will now solve for the question below. The first thing they give us, we have the date, the unit price, the stock received, stock issued or used, and then we have stock balance. On this particular one, they give us the date, that is on April 1st, 2018, unit price, that is they received stock of 300 at unit price of 300, and they did not use everything. So how many are we going to have in stock? Since they did not use anything, that means we are going to have 300 stock as our balance. So this is the solution to the question A. Our question A is, what is the stock balance? Now here, on April 30, 2018, they did not receive anything and they used 120. So they used that 120 from the balance. So what will now be the balance of that month, of that date? That is, the 300 minus 120 is going to give us 180. Now, on the May 10, 2018, they did not receive anything as well, and we were having 180 in stock before. That 180 in stock, they used also amount. They don't let us know. They said we should find out, but they not let us know that out of this 180 that we have in stock, when they use also amount, the remaining stock balance is 100. So how many did they use? That is 180 minus 100 is going to give us 80. So C is 80, which simply means when they have 180 in stock and the remaining stock is remaining 100, that means they used 100. Now here, June 15, they received so amount. They don't let us know the amount, but they gave us the price, which indicate that they received order, and they did not use anything. Now the stock balance is now 300. When we were having 100 as our stock balance before, now they receive another one, they did not use anything from it, and our stock balance is now 300. So how many amount did they receive? That is, that 100 minus 300, that is our new balance now, is going to give us 200. That is 200 units is what they received in this month with the price of 30 naira. So which is making, when we add it to the 100 units of our stock balance, we now have new balance of 300 stock. Then in July 30, 2018, they did not receive again, and they used 150 from the stock. So what will now be our new stock? Very simple, 150 minus 300. So our new stock is 150. Then August 5, 2018, they did not receive anything. They used also amount. They did not let us know, and the remaining balance is now 50. So how much did they use? We having balance of 150 before, and the new balance now is 100. So how much did they use? That is 150 minus 50. That is 100. The new balance is 50. when we were having 150 balance before. So how much did they use? Since they did not receive anything, that means they use 100 from it. So that goes like that. Then September 1st, 2018, they received so amount. They don't let us know, but they let us know that they received by indicating the price. So they used so amount with the unit price of 20 naira, and they did not use anything. And we are now having balance of 450,000 when we were previously having balance of 50,000. So how many quantity did they receive? That means that 50,000 minus 450,000 is now going to give us 400. So that means 400 is the quantity that they received in this month. So like that, we've solved the question A finished. So the question B, we said that using weighted average pricing, calculate the total amount of cost for 150 units of material used on July 30, 2018. So we now come here, we say B, using weighted average pricing, the cost of 150 units used in July 30. 150 units used in July 30, 2018 will be that is when you want to use weighted average method. Before we go into solving, let me explain what they mean by weighted average. The weighted average simply means that we are not going to use the cost that we bought the material with. We are not going to use them. But for example, let me use an example to make it very clear. Like someone that is selling pen. Okay, then someone that is selling this marker. Today, he bought 10 marker at 20 naira, right? Then tomorrow again, he bought another 10 marker at 40 naira. Now making how many? Now making 20 markers at 60 naira. So that means the cost of this 20 markers is 60 naira. Using weighted average. You now want to know how much you want to be selling 1 unit of this marker. So when you want to use weighted average, so just say that 60 naira divided by 20 marker, which is going to give us how much? 60 divided by 30 marker, which is going to give us like 30 naira, right? So which is going to give us, okay, it's going to be 10 times 20, right? So what I'm trying to explain here is that the price that this what you get when you divide this 60 divided by this 20, that is the total amount, the total cost of this 20 naira divided by the total units. So what we get is what we're going to use as the unit price. So it's not going to be 10 naira that it's not going to be 20 naira that you bought the first 10, and it's not going to be 14 naira that you bought the second 10. So as in units. So it's not going to be the total amount of these divided by the total quantity of these. So what you get, you now arrive at the new unit price. So that is what they mean by weighted average method. Now going to this question, they say that using weighted average pricing system, the cost of 150 units used in July 30, 2018 will be, now in July 30, 2018, they use 150 units, right? 150 units using weighted average. That 150 units came with, they use it from this 300. And this 300 did not came with just single price. They came with different price. You know that out of this 300, 200 came with 30 naira per unit, right? And 100, which is the balance from here, came with 25 naira per unit. So we are going to derive the unit cost of this 300. When we get the unit cost of this 300, that unit cost is what we are going to use to multiply the 150 that were used from it. So how are we going to get it? Out of this 300, 200 from it came with 30 naira. So we're now going to say 200 units times 30 naira. Then the remaining 100 units times the remaining 100 units came with 25 naira. 25 naira, which is equal to we have 6,000 and 2,005, which is equal to 6,000 and 2,005. So when we add it together, we get 8,500. That is the total, and here is 300. So that is the total cost of this 300. Total cost of this 300 using weighted average is 8,500 naira. But because 150 were used from 8, so we have to know the cost of that 150. So how are we going to know the cost of that 150? Is by knowing getting the cost, the unit cost of this 300. So how are we going to get it using weighted average? So it's going to be this 8,500 naira is now going to be 8,500 naira divided by 300 units. 300 units, which is going to give us something around 28 28.3 kobo. That is, it's going to be 28.3 kobo. So now, using weighted average, the unit cost of this 300 is 28.3 kobo. So it's not 30 naira and it's not 25 naira. We've derived a new cost from it using weighted average. So now, when the unit cost of this 300 is 20.3 naira, and we use 150 from it, and we want to know the total cost of this 150. Very simple, we've gotten the unit cost already. So just multiply that 150 divided by the unit cost, and you get what we are asked to get. So now, this total cost for this 150 now is going to be 150 times 150 units multiplied by unit cost, which is 28.3, which is equal to, what do we get? 4,245, which is 4,245 naira. 4,245 naira. So this is the cost. So thereby you can now say, therefore the cost of 150 units used in July 30 using weighted average pricing system is equal to 4,245 naira. So that is all. With this, we've answered that number B like that. Then we go to number C, that assuming 250 units stock, 250 units stock of material used in September 1st, 2018 using FIFO method, what is the cost? So we can now go to that one. That C, we are going to see, we are calculating for 250 units used in September 1st, 2018. 250 units used in September 1st, 2018 using lifo, right? Lifo method, fifo method, first in first out, fifo method. Now using fifo method is that when you want to use fifo method, you want to use the material that you have in stock. So using fifo method, you have to finish, you first use all the material that first in. Fifo means first in first out. So before you could use from the material that last in at all, it's only when you've exhausted all the material that first in and it's not enough, that is the only when you can now use from the one that last in. But when you are using FIFO method, you consider the one that first in first. Now here you want to estimate the cost for the material, these 250 units that we used in September 1st. So where is September 1st? This is September 1st, 2018. No, now they say assuming, though they said they did not use from the table. They now say assuming here they use 250. They use 250. So now assuming there they use 250 using FIFO method, first in first out. So how many, what is going to be the cost? So first in first out. So out of this 250, this 250 was used from this 450. Right, that's the total that we have in stock. So this 250 we use from this 450. From this 450, how many first in? First in we have 50, because first out of the one that first in, the remaining one is 50 in stock. So we first exhausted that 50, but we want to use 250. So the first thing is only 50 that is remaining. So when you now be that 50 that is remaining came with the price of 30 naira, it will now be 50 unit times 30 naira. There is not enough remaining 150 unit. Since the one that first thing has finished, then you can now use the remaining one from the last thing, which is from this 400 that came with 220 naira per unit. So now going to be remaining 150, now going to be 150 units times 20 naira. So it's equal to, what do we get? What do we get here? So we get 1,005, and we get 4,000 here, 4,000 here. So when we add everything together, we get 5,500. 5,500. Therefore, this is the total cost of this 250 units used in September 1st, 2018 using FIFO method, using first in, first out method, is 5,500 naira. So that is all we are done with number C. Then you can move to number C, which said that using LIFO method, what is the cost of stock used in July 30, 2018? July 30, 2018 using LIFO, last in first out. From this 150, we want to estimate the cost of that 150, and that 150 used in July 30, 2018 using LIFO, last in first out. So that 150 was used, we said was used from this 300 as well, using LIFO method. Is the one that we used, is that same one that we used FIFO method then. Now the same is to use LIFO method. Now using LIFO method, no, this out of this 300, 200 was the one that came in last. So last in first out is what we want to use now. This 200 was came in last, and we want to use 150. That means we are using, it's up to what we want to use. That means we are using all the 150 from this 200. So that 200 came with the unit price of 30 naira. So just say 150 unit multiplied by 30 naira, because it's up to what we want to use. And 200 came in last. 200 unit came in last, and we want to use 150 from the one that came using last in first out. So just say 150 multiplied by the unit price of the one that came in last. So it's going to be 150 units multiplied by 30 naira, which is equal to 4,500. 4,500. So that's all. So with this, we are done with it. So when we are talking about lifo, fifo, and weighted average, it's not something, it's something interesting, something sweet to solve, not something hard. So in case there is another question about this and we want it to be solved, you can get it across to me. You can reach me on my WhatsApp number 08164031819. So take care and God bless. Thank you.